Drama's hard, but easier is because all I got to do now is show you my pain.
Coming up on another act, I talk with Marlon Wayans about comedy, drama, and why we all, quite frankly, should brace ourselves for a new Marlon Wayans. We know you as the comedy guy, but when you do drama, it's truly a moment, as evidenced as the work that you do in Respect. Why do you think that's a space that translates so well for you, Marlon?
I'm dramatically trained as an actor. I went to performing arts high school. Me and Omar Epps, best friends and classmates. Drama is something that I've been trained to do. Comedy is just something I was born into, and I love doing that as well. I just want to be that extreme artist where, no matter what role I dig into, that I'm believable, I'm entertaining, and I gave 110% of myself, and and I don't know, I just have that skill set, so I don't feel like I should pigeonhole myself either way it goes. What do you do with the guy that can do it all? You let him do everything, and hopefully in great projects, and you have a big audience that comes to see you, and that's what makes one day the biggest star in the world. But in the meantime, for 30 years, for 40 years, I've been able to learn. I've been able to grow, to mature. I wasn't ready for leading man maybe 15 years ago, 10 years ago. I finally was able to grow a beard like a month ago. Like, this is my first time with hair on my face. I have a chest. I have shoulders happening here. But it's happening at the right time. I think for most African-American men, 50 is the beginning of our career. There's only been two to do it really young, like Eddie Murphy. He's a phenom because he's been rocking. He's been a superstar since he was 19 years old. Him and then like Will had his is like 20 something. But for most part, we're late bloomers. Denzel, 50. I'm looking forward to these next 20, 25, because now I think I've worked with a lot of great directors, dramatic and comedic, and there's evidence of what I can do, what the skill set is. And I'm just trying to do it at a high level now.
I was going to ask, if comedy is the more challenging of the art forms, where do you pull from when you do drama? Like, is drama actually, easier for you to execute? And if so, what's that key ingredient for you to
life
to do that? Okay.
Let me tell you something. Here's why comedy is hard. Because I take my pain and I make you laugh at it. Drama's hard, but easier is because all I got to do now is show you my pain. Life gives us pain. We all have reason to cry. Man, I lost my mama. You think I can't tap into that pain that I have? That's a lifelong pain. And it's crazy because I don't know if I could even be attracted to drama if I didn't have the kind of pain and trauma that's happened to me in the past 3 years have happened. And that's maturity, because I got to sit with it. And so that's why I think I'm ready for the transition, because life is giving me all the tools and all the pain and all the tragedy needed for me to just go be still and let it out.
You just used the word transition. Does that mean that moving forward, we're going to see you in this space more than we've seen you in the Make Me Laugh Marlon space?
I believe so. I hope so. But once again, you're dealing with Hollywood. If they want to give me a great script with a great director, I got lucky with Respect. Great script, working with two great Oscar-winning actors, working with Liesl Tommy, who's a badass director. And I get this role can be so complex and complicated. It's leading man, romantic lead, and villain at the same time. Like that kind of dichotomous role. I got lucky.
So you thought you was just gonna bring us in here, tell us where to go, what to do, and send us on our way?
You should know by now, Jerry, that is not how I do business.
5 minutes ago, you didn't even want to go on a tour. Now you got musicians lined up?
Watch your tone, Jerry.
All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If they give me roles like that, those roles come my way, I get on a plane. I read the respect. I got on a plane that said, they said we could set up a Zoom with Liesl Tommy. I said, no. You get me on a plane. I was in Chicago. I just performed. I got on a plane. I got off the plane. I dropped my bags at the hotel, and I went straight to that woman's production office and sat with her. Like, yo, here's my take on the character. I'd love to do this. But you don't get those many those opportunities don't come your way, especially being African American. That ain't out there for us. Now they're doing less movies. Then there's a long list of dramatic actors they've been using for the past, it comes this way. You got Denzel, you got Denzel's son, you got Will Smith, you got Will Smith's son, you got Jamie Foxx, you got, there's, Keith, there's Lakeith, there's so many actors on that list that they're not going to go, what about the funny guy from Scary Movie?
Yeah.
Not until you continue to showcase what you can do at the high level and working with great directors that allow you to showcase that kind of performance and nurture that kind of performance. I've worked with some great directors.
I think from the time that we met you, and certainly when we met your family right before we met you, the thing that you guys really showed Hollywood is that you can create your own destiny. You guys have always worked behind the scenes to feed the product that we see, on television and in film. And that feels like even more important right now in 2021. Talk to me about why that has been really like a guiding light, I think, in your career and what's landed you to where you are right now.
Well, we did it out of necessity. There wasn't writing any role for us. There wasn't that's when they had less outlets for distribution. They were making less movies. And if we were going to make it, we were going to have to make it. So I'm glad that out of necessity, my brothers and I, my sister, we've created the majority of everything we've done. Scary Movie, White Chicks, Don't Be a Menace, My Wife and Kids, Wayans Brothers, In Living Color. We developed our own, written and created our own stuff. And it feels good to see now all these young guys starting to do that themselves. And now they have so many different networks to go to and so many different outlets to do. And it's just like, you don't think about being a trailblazer. You're just trying to blaze a trail. You're just trying to find your way out. And what's great about my career is I haven't made it yet.
Really?
As much as I've done, I haven't made it. I never had that hot moment. I never had a hot moment. I've never been the guy to get the best script with the best director that I'm first choice for, or the first scripts that come in town. We got to get this Marlon Wayans. We got to get this. I haven't been that guy yet. And the beauty is it's all starting to come together. And I've been able to, over 30 years, even if I never become that guy, you know how much fun I've had just being grateful enough to get better and to grow as an artist, a producer, a stand-up, a writer, a creator, and all the people I've met. And I really feel like my best years are ahead of me.
I remember some years ago, we talked about you playing Richard Pryor. And I know that is something that really kind of circulates every now and again. Certainly the leaked audition tape blew everyone out the water.
Why do you think it's okay?
Because I've seen how ugly the world is, man. It's weird, man. I could talk to a whole theater full of people about some real ugly shit. This one-on-one thing's f***ing with my head.
Where might that project be? Is that on pause, or is that something that you still are hoping to see come to fruition?
That's on pause. And, of course, I always hope for it to come to fruition. But the reality of it is I learned this. Because of the Richard Pryor audition, I got on stage and I started doing stand-up comedy. I've been doing stand-up now for 12 years, 10, 12 years. I'm dropping my second special. Did my first one for Netflix. My second one about 3 years ago, Wilkish. My second one, I just finished for HBO Max, comes out August 19th. I've toured. I played everything from clubs to 19,000 seaters with many people on the bill. I've played Vegas. I've played theaters. And I feel like it's God. Because now if I ever play that role, I know what it is. I know the journey he's on. I know where he's at. I know what it's like to put together a stand-up set. I know what it's like to put together a special. I know what that night filming a special feels like when you got two shows. I know what it's like to try and do a second special and you can't use any of the material from the first special. I know what it's like to play where is he? What is he trying out new material for the first time, or is this old material he's trying to make it sound new? Now the journey of me developing as a comedian as Marlon, the artist, has helped me when it comes to playing Richard, the artist, or Richard for that biopic.
Fantastic. Marlon Wayans, always great to talk to you. Thank you so much for doing this today.
Thank you. I appreciate you.